many of you have seen the movie Taray, Zameen? And how many of you can recall Ishant from Taray, Zameen? And just give me a thumbs up if you have seen a real life Ishant ever in your life. Fellow Toastmasters and guests, a very warm welcome to the session. Back in late 90s, it was one fine morning and it was a result day. When I went with my family to collect the result, I got to know my brother has stood the first runner-up like always. And at the same time, I was excited as well as feeling down. I was down because, again, my brother excelled at getting the position. And I was excited because I did not fail, but I managed to get 36th position in my first class. And this was not over. In your life, you will find very few people who actually hated their school life. So many restrictions, so many checks and balances, and you are not independent. Like, I was born a free bird and I was meant to fly, but I was not let to. When I moved along the career and it came the time of doing my O-levels, the confusion always increased. Now I had two options. My father always wanted me to be the doctor, which I really never wanted, and I wanted us to go in a different career. So what I did was I came up with an idea. I opted accounting and biology in O-levels and hoped that in whichever subject I scored a better grade, I'll be pursuing that as a field. Guess what I got as grades? I got A grades in both the subjects. Another confusion. Then, after completing my O-levels in flying colors, I moved to GC University Lahore for intermediate. The subjects I chose were business subjects and pretty much in line with what I wanted to do. But the performance that I showed in GC University, it was same as I had in early schooling. Again, very low performance. At this time, when I was very low, my mother would walk up to me and say, "See, Hasu, you are different and I know you will shine in a different way." Her words always kept me up. Somehow I managed to clear my entered university for BBA. At this time I decided it is a time to turn the tables. I decided to take the revenge. In university life, I managed to get multiple scholarships and was placed 5 times on Dean's honor list. Have you ever been through the phase of life when you applied to a job and you are rejected from every job that you applied? That was the phase I went through after I graduated. I became furious. I decided, no, I'm not staying here. I'm going to give a kickstart to my career and I'm going to Dubai. I managed the funds and flew to Dubai for the next 3 months. For the first month, it was pretty much exciting. I was into hangouts, party, shopping, you name a thing and I was into it. Soon I got a reality check. 1 month is over, reserves are depleting, I got to change my priorities. Then I got serious with applying for the jobs, and when I started applying for the jobs, I realized the job market in Dubai is no different from the one that we have here in Pakistan. In other words, I'm not getting the job. At this moment, I didn't spare any advertisement, any links, any connections that would help me to get the job. I tried all the contacts I had, all the resources I had to get the job, but in vain. I got another reality check. 3 months are over, I'm flying back to Pakistan, jobless. Now, as soon as I landed back to Pakistan, I decided I'm going to apply in every financial institution of Pakistan, no matter what. I'll be applying for it and getting a job there. In this era of despair, when I was down and could not get the job, my mother would walk up to me and say, "Listen, Hasu, I know you are different, you too will shine in a different way." Her words always kept me up. Somehow, the phase was over. In this era of despair, when I was applying for the jobs, State Bank of Pakistan was hiring its MTOs from all across Pakistan. At that time, like we had 20,000 applicants, and out of that, I was one of the 40 officers that made their way to the State Bank of Pakistan. Today, I feel proud I am part of that prestigious institution. The graph of my life has been like this. I believe all of you can relate. I know how it feels when you don't have a penny to spend the entire month. I know how it feels when you belong to an established family but still you become a burden upon them. I know how it feels when you are rejected from every job that you apply for. And I know how it feels when you see your peers, your siblings making up their careers and you are drowning deep into the marshes of desolation, rejection, distress, and whatnot. To all those who are going through this phase of life, just remember in the words of Martin Luther King Jr., only in the darkness can you see the light. Now, today, this copy of Ishant, the Xerox copy of Ishant, I would say, unlike his doctor siblings who have a strong career, has made up his way to like I would be visiting Turkey on an official visit this weekend. And this will be the first time I will be experiencing an all-paid trip, official trip. And you know what, when I told this to my mother, what were her words? You see, I told you, one day you will shine. I believe in myself. I know this is just the beginning, and sky is the limit. Thank you.